Goodness. Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Whenever you come across this video, thank you so much for choosing to spend a little bit of time with me. I'm so grateful for every single one of you. I love you guys so much. Yes, I do. Sorry I'm running a little late today. I was doing a little bit of healing this morning. Hey, Ella. Hey there. I hope you are well. Yes, yes, yes. I want to say thank you. Hey, Deborah. Hey, Hala. Hey, all. Hey, Hamill. Hey, Lisa. Thank you to everyone who is booking and sending in donations. My goodness. And scheduling readings and purchasing all things. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you guys so much. And all the likes and shares and subscribes. Hey, Angel Love. Hey, Sunshine. Hey, Ella. Oh, I already said Ella. Sorry. Hey again. All right. Okay. So, anyways, happy Friday, or whenever you come across this video. And let's see, what does the collective need to know? Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, what does the collective need to know at this time? When I tapped into the collective energy, when I prayed before I came on, right? I heard that song, Lucky for You, that's why I like it. That's why I like it. Strawberry. What does he say? What is that song? Let me find it. Okay. Yeah, it's Bruno Mars. That's what I like. Okay. So I don't know the words exactly, but I could hear it. Strawberry champagne on ice. Right? Is that what he says? Anyways, Bruno Mars. That is the song that I heard, so you may want to check out the song. Anywho, all right, let's dive in. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels. Ooh, death card. We have the Empress. The Empress coming out real quick, collective, okay? The Empress coming out very quickly. I feel like this is possibly your energy here, okay? Lucky for you, that's what I like. That's a lot. I don't want all that. I don't want all that. Okay. Collective, there's kind of this energy about getting grounded here, okay? Something about having this human experience, experiencing the human experience. Okay, some of you possibly have are going through this awakening, okay? And I feel like the awakening has you were put into some sort of isolation, right? I feel like we all have at one point or another been in some type of isolation so that we could develop our relationship with God and with ourselves. You may currently be in this. You may be walking into this. You may have already experienced this. You may be, I feel like a lot of us may already be in it a little bit, but there's kind of like this energy collective where it feels like In this isolation, right? In this awakening, okay? You know, you really tapped in. Like I'm picking up on a collective that is very tapped in here. Okay? Like this on this temperance card, like I like this is somebody who I feel like is very angelic is the word that I'm hearing, okay? But see how like this water, she's like got it like waving between her hands and her crown chakra is really lit up here, okay? So this isolation is serving you, okay? Because you are tapping into this angelic energy that is you, right? This infinite being. But there's kind of this energy where it's like you are almost like dropping back down, like, but bringing your wings with you, if that makes any sense. It's almost like, collective, there is this energy where, yeah, it's like you're like I feel like dropping back down into your body, or like you know, and take that as it resonates, whether it be like in your mind or like, but there's something about that type of energy that I'm picking up on here. And this is it's some of you may have been kind of avoiding this a little bit out of fear, like, right, because it feels safe. In that learning process, in that isolation, you know what I'm saying? Like it feels safe, but there's something about like dropping back down into your body to actually like have the human experience. There's almost like this moment where it's like, oh, wait a second, I am on Earth, okay? Or like, you know, I like we know how it is. Like it's like your human vessel is on Earth, right? Like, and your consciousness is in this human vessel, okay? Like and you are here in order to have this human experience. And it's not like you've been doing anything wrong, collective, at all. It's just like kind of this energy of like, maybe I should you know, drop back down. It's like this balance here in your spirituality and your practicality, right? It's this balance between knowing that you are an infinite being, but also knowing that you are having a human experience. And that there is a reason that you're here, right? During this human experience. And it's kind of like this energy where you've been like led in this direction. You know, you've gained knowledge. And it's like something, I hope this is making sense. Yeah. Doesn't this look like that, like the light that I was talking about, like with the moths a little bit on this Hermit card here? And with this Four of Swords, it's like kind of this energy of like trusting in your divine guidance, trusting in this journey and your wisdom, right? Collective, you have turned your lessons into wisdom. And that is mastery, okay? Or you are doing that, you are in the process of doing that, but you are, you know what I mean? Like there's this energy of I heard like you don't have to do it alone. Somebody needed to hear that. I also heard something about like hyper independence. Independence is a flex. Hyper independence is not. Okay, hyper independence is actually a trauma response. Okay, that is where you don't feel safe, right? That's probably in your root chakra. Okay, so for whoever needed to hear that, what else? What else does the collective need to know? I keep hearing that song. Makes me want to dance a little. But it's okay because like it's like that that hyper independence served you to an extent, right? It has been serving you, or it is serving you to an extent, okay? But now you're kind of getting to this point where it's not serving you anymore, if that makes sense. Hold on just 1 second, guys. Hold on. Okay. Jessica, I'm sorry that you're not feeling well. I hope you feel better soon. Okay, what else? What else does the collective need to know? Sorry, guys. Sometimes I just get lost in my head. I mean, I don't know if that's exactly what I would call it, but. Seven, seven, seven might be significant. We have the Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Swords, and the Seven of Wands at the bottom of the deck here. Okay. There's a lot of pentacles out here for sure. There's a lot of pentacles on the table. And I'm feeling some real like generational things here, okay? That are being like almost I feel like they're being released, okay? But there is something. Hold on. Okay. There is something about you following your heart here, okay? That I believe is causing some sort of tower moment. Okay? And I also feel like you you're it's almost like this energy where like things that were tradition or traditional, right? And we've talked about this multitudes of times, okay? Collective, you're going against the grain here, okay? But the tower moment is that it's working. That's the tower moment. And I believe that you may be having this tower moment, but I also believe that other people are having this tower moment, okay? That by you going against a grain, kind of like you are being successful in ending something that is like traditional or that is, you know, but it's like whatever this is, right? The grain is just what people think, you know, it's just a projection, right? Whatever you're doing, I feel like you're following your heart here. Okay? It's like there's something coming to light about what you've been taking action towards. What makes you happy? This may also be coming to light for you as well. Like, what makes you the happiest? There's like this energy around like I should, right? These are the things that I should do. But there's this moment in which I feel like you are kind of on this. where you're like, well, but why should I? Right? Like, it's like, but everything that I've unlearned a lot. And from so far, thus far, from what I have learned, when I go after or I do whatever fills my cup, it actually doesn't entail any of those things that I feel like I should do. I mean, obviously we have our human responsibilities, right? And that's part of also coming back down and having this human experience. But there's something about having the human experience non-traditionally. And there are other people that are seeing this, okay? And they're having some sort of like, I heard epiphany. Like they're having some sort of like, oh, like aha. You know what I mean? I'm really drawn to these sevens. And I'm trying to there's also something about trying to understand your current circumstances in the highest and the deepest understanding, right? Like I'm really picking up on this energy where, like, you're choosing to have this human experience. You're like, okay, so I'm gonna come back down to earth. I'm going to honor, the infinite being that it is myself, but I'm going to do it through this human experience, right? I've discovered myself. Now I want to discover myself on a human level, right? It's like this energy of like remembering who you are in a spiritual level, okay? And now it's like, okay, so now I want to discover my preferences, what I love, what I don't love, at a human level. But there's something about it, like trying to look at your current circumstances at a deeper understanding here. Um, like trying to balance the mind. It's like trying to balance the mind and the spirit and the physical is what 777, balancing the mind, the swords, the spirit, and the physical, the mind, body, and the soul. Boom. That's it, right? Trying to understand at a deeper level here, okay? But there's something about your non-traditional ways, but it's like bringing that down into this human experience. I don't know what that means for you. I don't know. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, so you've gone on this discovery, and it's like, don't let your learning journey about who you are and things like that stop. Don't let that end. Keep that going, but also like don't learn just through the eyes of your spiritual mind. Also learn through your human eyes, because you are here to have a human experience. Does that make sense? It's like, that's exactly what I was saying. That's hilarious. Okay. Thanks, Eli, for confirming that. That's wild. Yeah, exactly. It is. Okay. So, and I just keep hearing like there's a lot of pentacles. Like there's a lot of pentacles, and then I saw the chariot card. Um, yeah, um, I feel like Collective, you're currently fighting through some things in your mind right now that are going to like bring this new perception, or you've been fighting through, and this is kind of what's coming through for you in some sort of way, right? However it may resonate for you. Excuse me. Okay. What else? What else does the collective need to know about this? So, collective, here's what I feel like. I feel like a lot of you are at this point where it's like you're trying to discover some things about you, and we talk about how everything that it's all within you, right? You find the answers all within you. But I'm picking up on this energy where some of you may be at a point where you've done a lot of internal, like going within and discovering things about you, and it's like the divine is saying like, hey, bring that into the physical, because there it's like it's almost like you're spending so much time within, which is great. It's not as to say like stop, 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 but I feel like what there's something that you're searching for, okay? There's something that you're searching for, and it is actually something that you are going to experience by surrendering to the human experience, you see. You know what I'm saying? This is actually something that um by there's kind of like this energy of like, like going out and doing the things that you desire, right? Like by like having that human experience, like um using everything that you've learned about who you are, and on a spiritual level, and applying it in this human experience in order to um create You see what I'm saying? Like it's like collective. I'm getting this energy of like somebody who has like been just really tapped in and tuned in with the divine and really like going within and like really punching the numbers on like doing all the healing and like really just you know, getting down to business with it. And I feel like possibly there's lots of ideas, or there's lots of motivation, or there's lots of downloads, there's lots of things that you know, that are kind of up there swimming around with you. But it's almost like if you don't bring it down into the physical, you know what I mean, it's like you can't like that. It's like you've created this dream reality, right? But there's something about living it, right? It exists, it's real, I feel like, you know, but there's something about in the physical, right, bringing it down, anchoring it down into this human experience. Is this, I hope this is making sense. And how do we do that? By taking the first step. That's how we do it. And some of you don't, maybe you have, maybe you're not aware of what the first step is, right? Maybe that's what the, you know, the thing is. And typically I would say that first step is within you. um but I honestly feel like a lot of you, the first step is something that's been on your mind that you're avoiding. That's what I feel like. And you know what, we all go through that, right? Because the first step may be something that's like not fun or not desirable, or like you're uncertain of how it's going to work out, or if it would even work, or whatever it may be. But you have to know that you have been doing all this inner work, right? And it's almost like as within, so without, like, you know, that things are you've aligned yourself to whatever this is, right? So things are going to just kind of unfold as they should, if you allow them to, if you take the steps to actually allow them to. Okay. um 32 minutes. Let's get some final messages. You know, and for some of you, the first step may be something that you also do need to heal through, right? That you you know, the procrastination on that one thing that you know, if this message resonates for you, there may be one thing that you're like avoiding doing, okay? And that may be the first step, but possibly, like, why are you avoiding it? Maybe ask yourself that, because that might be some sort of breakthrough in itself. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just there, you know, I'm really picking up on, you know, first of all, again, that energy, I'm being reminded there was a lot of pentacles on the table, okay? There was a lot of money on the table. So you may have an opportunity with this Fool card coming up here, okay? Yeah, possibly a work opportunity. Now we have eights coming out. We have two eights right here, the number 88, Eight of Pentacles, Eight of Wands here, okay? Yeah, you may have some sort of opportunity. There may be a lot of money on the table, okay? I'm hearing you deserve this, okay? So, what else? Yeah, you've been through, there's been a lot of challenge, this opportunity with all the money on the table here, okay? This is coming after a very large transformation, okay? There's been a lot of challenging times. Um, and when I say a lot of money, right? It's when money comes from the divine, okay, it comes in amounts that you have the intellect and the emotional stability to handle appropriately, okay? And this is not talking negative about anyone, but I know that when I was 20 years old, right? My had I been given, $1 million, that money would have just, I probably wouldn't have anything to show for it now. Okay. And I'm just being completely honest, my state of consciousness at that time. And so, and it's not to say that any of you are like, that irresponsible. That's just an example. So, so when I mean a lot of money on the table, I feel like you're moving up to this next level, right? Like the divine is like, okay, we've had our annual, what are those called? Things, and we've decided that you're going to get a raise, collective, okay? So there's some sort of opportunity that's bringing in some sort of divine raise here. But I also feel like there's some sort of sacrifice for some reason, and this isn't like God forbid, okay, this isn't like you sacrificing somebody or like doing any like baneful bullshit like that. No, this is like you, collective, for some reason, I really feel like you may have like sacrificed something because you felt like it was the right thing to do. Okay, like whether it be like, like a dream job, or like moving somewhere, or like, I don't know what it is, but it almost feels like it's coming back around, right? It almost feels like it's like, it's like you let something go and it's coming back around better or improved or bigger or more aligned with you, or you know what I'm saying? You were like, okay, so I should, and I feel like this whatever this is, it could be tied into that, okay? Yep. Work. Eight of Pentacles again. Okay. Because of your dedication. Because you've made a lot of progress here. Okay. And this is in the physical. So maybe for some of you, this is something that's showing up for you, and maybe you've been feeling like, okay, I'm living this, spiritual existence in my consciousness, and it's like not in the physical. Okay, so maybe this is something that you're attracting. Okay, and it's not something, you know, that you're, you know, it's, so take it as it resonates. For some of you, this is something that you're attracting, but for others of you, okay, Hermit card, then the Knight of Wands here. For others of you, this is you like being, you know, like, okay, pulling on your wisdom here, and knowing what direction to go in as far as the first step, or you know, what is that thing that I've been avoiding doing that may be causing, you know, whatever it is here. And it may seem, again, with this Mouse card, Eight of Swords, okay, it may seem intimidating or daunting or unsure, right? This feels like kind of something new, or right, because you just spent so much time unlearning, right? And now it's time to like, and you've learned a lot about yourself, you know, spiritually, but as far as this human experience, right? So whatever this is, you may feel like, you know, the new kid on the block, or you may feel like, you know, I'm not sure if I can do this, or I'm not sure if I'm good enough for this, or I'm not sure why I chose this, or why I was chosen for this, right? Okay, but know that like you, this is very stable for you. Okay, yeah. Okay, so that was kind of, you know, whew. All right, guys, that was a good message. That was a very good message. Um, well, okay, that's what I have for you right now. All right, guys. I love you. I love you. I love you. I'm sure we'll talk soon.